Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna bring you an unboxing of the Asus PA238QR monitor. It's a 23-inch monitor with an IPS panel, LED backlighting, USB hub, and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. Now, you may be wondering what the difference between this monitor and the Asus PA238QR. I mean, not the R, just this version right here. Now, the Q model is kind of the more professional model. It lets you do a bit more color adjustments and stuff like that. It has a height adjustable stand and everything. I think this one has one as well. But one thing that this model has that the other one doesn't have is this features speakers, and it has a line-in port, whereas the other one has an audio jack. The panels on both these monitors are the exact same. I'm pretty sure they're both made by LG. They're IPS panels, so they have awesome viewing angles. Pretty much doing this one-handed. Let's take a look at what we have inside. There we go. Look. So you can tilt the stand and everything. Let me move this back a bit. So there's the monitor, guys. Pretty cool. Has a nice, it's a matte finish on the screen. It's not a glossy one. It's sort of these PA series or the professional series. So they're made for like photo editing and stuff like that. There is an HDMI port on here, display port, VGA as well, which is going to be garbage. If you can see these ridges along right over here, it's kind of like a ruler thing. So you can easily check the scale of stuff. Let me see if I can, there. It is a height adjustable monitor, which is pretty cool. Okay, so a few more features that this version has that the Q version doesn't have is like the speakers I mentioned before, same everything else. One thing that the Q version has, it has picture-in-picture, whereas this version doesn't. This has like preset color settings, whereas the other version has, it lets you do a lot more customizable stuff. One thing I did forget to mention is this is a 1080p screen, so it has a resolution of 1920 by 1080. The Q model also has a button that quickly switches inputs from like HDMI to whatever else you're using, whereas this one doesn't. It's pretty much just one thing. So let's see what else is in the box. We have, I think this looks like a display port thing here. Nope, USB. So I guess a USB extension thing. Here we have VGA cable, standard. Then looks like we have a DVI cable here. Kind of hard to make that out, DVI. The power cable. And a bunch of other stuff. There is cable tie, software for the monitor. Looks like 3.5 millimeter headphone things. Auxiliary cable. Quick start guide. And one more thing. I'm pretty sure these are the custom, like, looks like a member notice thing. Thank you for purchasing, etc., etc. So there is no HDMI cable in here, so I guess you're gonna have to buy one. But they give you pretty much everything else. I'll try and compare this to a non-IPS panel and give you a further impression. Just keep watching, guys. So here's all the inputs on the bottom of the monitor. You have HDMI, some other thing. I actually can't really tell what this is. DVI, VGA. I'm pretty sure that's DisplayPort, and 2 USB ports. And here's the power thing and power button. On the side of the computer, there's 2 USB ports right there. So there's tons of ports on here. Pretty much everything you need. Let me stand this monitor back up real quick. So everything is pretty much adjustable on here. Like you can tilt this, the monitor, you can tilt, can adjust this. It's height adjustable as well. So it's a very professional quality monitor. So I'm going to try to show you some of the benefits of the IPS. Right away you can see that the monitor that I have on the right is a lot more clear compared to the laptop that I have on the left. The laptop has a LED screen as well, but it's not IPS. So you can see at this angle, I'm pointing it straight, but it's having issues picking up the picture on the laptop. Let's see how good. Even now on this monitor at this angle, you can see pretty well. So the viewing angles are pretty good, which are one of the benefits of IPS panels. Still good there. On the laptop here, it's kind of hard to tell, but you have to be right in front of the computer itself to get the best image. Like here, for example. Now, if I tilt the monitor, it's pretty viewable there. Pretty much unviewable at this angle. Now, to mimic that, I guess I'm just going to try looking from top down. But even if I go like this, right? So yeah, if I take a look at the screen picture here, you can see it pretty clearly. Pretty even. Definitely a lot better. From this angle, viewable. Pretty much at every angle it's viewable compared to the laptop. So what do I think of this monitor overall? I paid about $200 with tax for it, which is an amazing price. Some comparable monitors that are out there, a lot of people prefer the Dell U312 IPS panel. That is a pretty good monitor as well. I think it might actually use the exact same LG panel as this monitor. The only difference between that monitor and this monitor pretty much is it's going to be the bezel of the computer itself, as well as the inputs. The Dell one doesn't have HDMI. It's pretty much a DVI VGA, whereas this one has pretty much everything you need as well as speakers. So for $200, I definitely think a lot of people should go for this monitor over the other monitor, just because it gives you a lot more options. If I ever wanted to, I could connect like an Xbox to this, a PlayStation, whatever I wanted to. Whereas with other monitors like that Dell one, it's basically a monitor. You can connect it to a computer and that's about it. So that's my impression of the Asus PA238QR monitor. If you guys have any questions or anything, just leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.